Hello, everybody. This video is going to be posted Monday, September 7th. It'll be the start of our second week, and the focus is going to be on setting. And you can see here, this is the slide that I show my 8th grade students when I'm introducing setting. And it defines setting as where and when of a story and the time and place where a story takes place. But it's more than that. It's also the mood of a story, the context, what's going on in the world while these characters are navigating around in it. In some stories, setting can be its own character. It can be that important. If you've ever seen The Shining, the classic horror movie, is the Overlook Hotel not so important to that story? Or Lost in Translation, is Tokyo not central to that story? These two strangers that are trying to make sense of what is, in their minds, a strange land. But even if you haven't read many stories or even seen many movies, think about this in your own lives. Just recently, I revisited the townhouse where I grew up. The way I feel about it now is entirely different than how I felt about it when I moved out when I was 11. I was a different person with different needs and life goals and thoughts, a totally different reality. At the time my parents were divorcing, I was just about to enter middle school. In fact, the people who live there now know nothing of what it meant to me. They have their own attachments to it that will never, or that I will never or could never know. But how could I tell any story of my childhood without including that townhouse? It's pivotal in that setting. So it's not just the building, the city, the car. It's how these places make people feel. It's how it creates or adds to our problems. It's our or the character's emotional attachment to these places. So when you read this week, look for how the characters are shaped and affected by the places in the story. Consider the time periods. Consider the context. And if all else fails, ask yourself, how would this story be different if the setting changed? Good luck with your reading. I hope you enjoy it.